The roast transforms into a battleground testing, perceived success, and failure under harsh public scrutiny. The spotlight is an intensely volatile force, particularly when it illuminates a figure as charismatic and multifaceted as Kevin Hart. When he steps into the arena of a major roast, he is not merely facing a collection of comedians. He is confronting an entire constellation of fame, accumulated legacy, and the relentless, often suffocating scrutiny that accompanies the status of a cultural icon. What unfolds during these high-pressure sessions is rarely confined to a simple collection of jokes. Instead, it transforms into a raw, unfiltered examination of the intricate relationships, the fragile boundaries, and the often hidden truths that define a public persona under the harsh glare of public attention. Tonight, we delve deep into the anatomy of that experience, exploring precisely how the immense weight of celebrity interacts with the complexities of personal life when the lights are at their brightest and the masks are momentarily dropped. The atmosphere undergoes an immediate and dramatic transformation, shifting swiftly from the superficiality of lighthearted banter to a territory that is significantly deeper, more uncomfortable, and profoundly revealing. The established boundaries of acceptable commentary begin to dissolve, revealing the intricate, often unspoken web of shared history and deep personal vulnerability that binds the talent on stage to the audience watching. This dynamic is constantly negotiated. We observe how the very structure of the roast itself becomes fluid and reactive, changing depending on who is delivering the punchline, creating a dynamic where established figures challenge newcomers, and personal histories bleed inexorably into the public performance. The stage becomes a crucible where public narrative is tested against private reality. Consider the immense pressure exerted by status. For many participants, the roast transforms into a high-stakes battleground for perceived success and perceived failure. There are inevitable moments where the discussion pivots sharply to the stark financial realities of fame, the perceived trajectory of a career, and the often agonizing contrast between the carefully curated public image and the messy, unpredictable reality of private experience. One segment of the performance vividly highlights the palpable tension between artistic achievement, the skill and wit required to entertain, and the harsh commercial landscape that dictates the value of that achievement. The conversation shifts from celebrating accolades to dissecting the tangible impact of money on reputation, revealing a constant, simmering tension. This tension is palpable, serving as a constant negotiation between the deep human desire for recognition and the often painful reality of personal struggles that accompany that recognition. The laughter, therefore, is not just amusement. It is a mechanism for managing this profound anxiety. The personal sphere, however, rarely remains untouched or safely sequestered from the intense spotlight. The focus inevitably drifts, pulled by the gravitational pull of the performance, toward the very foundations of the celebrated life, the family structures, the complex relationships, and the deeply private histories that serve as the unseen bedrock underpinning the entire public narrative. These are precisely the areas where the most profound and often most painful shifts occur. We observe how jokes directed at family members, while ostensibly intended as humor, serve as unintentional exposures, revealing the delicate, often precarious balance between the public performance of affection and the private reality of personal bonds. The lines between genuine mockery and genuine, albeit awkwardly expressed, care blur, allowing the complex tapestry of personal connections that exist beneath the surface of the comedic performance to emerge. Then, amidst this carefully constructed facade, there are the unexpected reveals, those moments where seemingly innocuous comments ignite a powerful chain reaction of deeper revelations. A joke about a personal health struggle, for instance, can instantly transform from a simple piece of humor into a potent commentary on the broader societal acceptance, or lack thereof, regarding health and vulnerability in the public sphere. This is where the true, unfiltered weight of the moment settles in. Laughter, in this context, becomes a profoundly double-edged sword, capable of offering both a necessary catharsis and a stark, unavoidable exposure of difficult truths. It grants permission for the airing of sensitive issues, demonstrating that even within a setting meticulously designed for entertainment and spectacle, deeper, more personal truths invariably surface. The laughter acts as a release valve, allowing the unspoken anxieties to surface in a safe, albeit intense, environment. The presence of other luminaries, figures with immense public profiles who also participate, adds another significant layer of complexity to this dynamic. When figures with vast public profiles engage in the exchange, their commentary is inherently amplified, carrying an implicit weight that influences the entire emotional and intellectual dynamic of the room. These interactions serve to reveal the shifting alliances, the unspoken hierarchies, and the subtle power structures that exist within the group. Some roasters navigate these complex dynamics with sharp, pointed observations, wielding their wit as a tool for critique, while others offer a surprising bomb, demonstrating an uncanny ability to connect through shared, unspoken experience rather than relying solely on mockery. These interactions underscore the fact that celebrity is not a monolithic entity, but a shifting landscape of negotiated power. There are specific moments where the performance pivots entirely, moving away from sharp, cutting wit toward an unexpected, profound sincerity. Amidst the relentless, high-energy stream of commentary, a profound shift occurs when a discussion unexpectedly turns toward shared human experience and mutual, unspoken understanding. This is the critical turning point, where the carefully constructed facade of public performance cracks open, allowing for a fleeting, authentic glimpse into the genuine human connection that exists beneath the polished surface of celebrity. It is in these unexpected moments of shared vulnerability that the true, enduring depth of the event is revealed, a powerful testament to the fundamental fact that even in the most public, highly scrutinized settings, the innate human need for authentic connection remains the most paramount force. The aftermath of such an intense event is often as telling as the performance itself. The echoes of those exchanges linger long after the applause fades, shaping the collective perception of the figures involved, and more broadly, shaping the public's understanding of the nature of fame itself. The way these interactions are subsequently processed, remembered, and discussed reveals far more about the underlying cultural context than the jokes themselves. It is in the residue of the roast, the lingering tension, the shared, cathartic laughter, and those fleeting moments of unexpected empathy that we find the most enduring commentary on the complex nature of public life and the enduring, universal human desire for authenticity. The entire spectacle ultimately becomes a powerful reflection on how we, as an audience, choose to view the figures we celebrate, and the often contradictory, complex realities they navigate behind the impenetrable curtain of the spotlight. The laughter revealed a deeper truth beneath the surface of fame. Ultimately, the performance exposed the gap between celebrity and genuine human connection.